A valuable lesson that I learned is do not talk negatively about somebody when they are not present. I don't think you should talk negatively about somebody, period. But do not talk about somebody negatively when they are not present. This is a valuable lesson. Stay tuned and listen to why. My name is Cyrus Ausar, and my mission is to embody the emotion of overcoming. I believe we all fight battles we hide from the world. My objective is to help you win those battles through perspective. Stay tuned. It is very valuable for us not to talk about somebody when they are not present in a negative manner, because it can only go wrong. As I said, you shouldn't even talk about somebody negatively, period. But let alone if they're not present, because who you're talking to, who you giving all this information to negatively about the other person is going to run back and say something. And 9 times out of 10, they're not going to say exactly what you said, or they're not going to put the context of how you said it into it. So I can be mad at my mom because she did something. And I can go off and be like, I can't even believe I don't like my mom because of this. But it was because she did something over here. And I'm just expressing how I feel emotionally when she's not present. And my brother can go right to my mom and be like, well, Cyrus said this, that, and the third, because I expressed myself to him in a negative form about my mother. And this is what people do often. We try and give out our emotions or all these things about somebody in a negative form because we haven't processed it yet. And this can be an outlet. I want to be clear. But at the same time, you have to be mindful. You have to be mindful of expressing yourself negatively about somebody while they are not present. You got to look at what manifests from it. It may give you temporary relief, but look at the damages it caused long term because you didn't like what that person did. Therefore, you saying this or saying that or whatever you saying about the person negative to somebody else, and they go back and tell somebody else. People can't hold a glass of water, let alone hold the words that you said to them. So they're going to go tell somebody. And that's going to be a representation of you. That Cyrus said this about this person to this person. And you don't want that to be you. You don't want to be that person that developed this reputation for always negatively talking about somebody. And that can happen even if you don't consistently do it. You can do it once or twice. But once it get out, that person gonna tell the story, this person gonna tell the story, and it's gonna sound like you said it 1,000,000 times. So if you have something that you want to say, it'd be best to calm yourself down and address it to that individual. Some people are not direct, they don't want to deal with it directly. But when you really think about the bigger situation or the bigger task at hand, think about solutions. If this person did something that you don't like, how do you get them to stop doing it? You have to analyze that. How can I get this person to stop doing what I don't like? That becomes the conversation. So you don't have to go tell this other person what you hate about this person, and you never expressed it to that person, and then they're going back telling the person. You get how this can all get twisted and caught up? That's why it's very unwise to talk negatively about somebody while they are not present. Period, but definitely while they're not present. And this is one thing you should do if you're the person that's present and somebody is coming to you telling you negative things about somebody else, you should stop them. Stop them. And if they're talking about a trio of friends, because sometimes you might get one friend that's talking negative about another friend and all y'all hang out together, stop that and bring everybody together to have a conversation. Don't be that person playing ping pong, going back and forth, saying this to this person, saying that to that person, saying this. Next thing you know, you done instigated a fight. So this happens all the time. Do not talk negatively about somebody while they are not present. And on top of that, don't entertain it. Because if you entertain it, you're a part of it. You can be like, I was just listening. No, you're a part of it. Because as I said before, nobody's going to keep talking if they don't feel like their message is being reciprocated a little bit, even if you're just saying or I feel you or whatever you're saying to make sure this person continue talking. Don't entertain it. It doesn't lead to anything good. Talking negatively about somebody, period, but entertaining it or any of it doesn't lead to anything good. So it's best to not even put your energy into it. Why? It leads you where? Oftentimes we have to take a step back and look at where certain things is leading us and what it lead us to. A lot of us is dealing with depression or suicidal thoughts or all these different types of things. And we won't look at the ramifications of what caused it. How do we carry on day in, day out? What do we talk about? Who do we talk about? Is it in a positive or is it in a negative light? How is it affecting us? All these things we won't analyze. We won't break it down, but we have to look at everything, including talking about people negatively. Although we feel like we're getting something out, we got to think about that energy that attracts. Why do that person even want to listen to it? Think about, why do somebody want to sit back and listen to negativity all day? You know how it is. You're a positive person. And sometimes you be like, man, I don't even want to hear. You know what? I'm out the road. I don't even want to hear that. It can mess your mood up. So think about the person running telling you something. Or what you expressing to somebody else. Why would they want to hear that? And why do you want to carry it? We have to analyze these circumstances because this is what put us in these positions mentally. We don't realize what's happening in our lives day in, day out. It's something simplistic. Let me tell you about how McDonald's didn't give me my fries. And then you can go on a rant about all that. Now that's on the lighter side. It's not harmful. But what I'm saying is that carries negativity with it. Because that's what you expressing. So what's going to happen is that person is going to give you that back. Yeah, let me tell you about the time they messed up my order. And that becomes the conversation, which ultimately get both of y'all nowhere. Those aren't the conversations that you want to have day in, day out. Now, sometimes they can be funny. Like I said, it's not absolute form, but sometimes it's funny. But when you really sit back and think about it, do not talk negatively about somebody while they're not present. I don't think we should even carry negative conversations, period. Because you have to look at where is it getting you? Where is this car going? Where are you driving this car to talking like this and acting in a certain way? Do you like where you going to end? If you don't like where you going to end, then don't jump on that road. Why follow that course if you don't like where it ends? So that's what I'm saying about talking about somebody negatively. Where does it end well? Nowhere. So it's not a good course of action. So that's what I want to say. We cannot get caught up in this. And it's easy to do because somebody can come to you and say, well, so-and-so said this. So the first thing we do is fire back. Well, what about that? And we won't even realize that we just got caught up in this whirlwind that leads us to nowhere positive. So at times it's great for us to take a step back, look at what the conversation is at hand, and analyze if this is something that we want to continue doing. Do we like where this is going to end? If we do not like where this is going to end, change it. Change the behavior. Listen, it's a lot of great things you can do. And I'm saying this generally to you because I don't know who I'm talking to, but to you, it's a lot of great things that I know you possess. And I know you don't have the energy or the time to partake in some petty negative talk. Who has the time for that? You don't even you shouldn't even like hearing it about you. You should kill it from the beginning. Well, so-and-so said, listen, I don't even care what so-and-so said. I don't even care. We don't have the time. It's too many things you want to... This time thing move fast. You look up, it's your birthday again. It moved that fast. So do you want to put your time into something like that? And do you like where it will end? No. So this is something that we have to fix. This is something we have to switch. So that's the information that I have for you. If you know anybody that can relate to this content, please share. I look forward to the comments and please like the video. You know,